Hi, everyone. Welcome back to All Kinds of Advice podcast. Child, are you guys watching the Super Bowl? Like, the Super Bowl it's so good. Oh my goodness. Like, I feel like the highlight of the whole Super Bowl is actually, the halftime show performance by Usher. My eyes were glued to the TV. This man was singing live and he also was, performing and dancing. And, Usher could dance. I was like, yes, I'm here for it. And the fact that, he added, a few different artists to, sort of give the buzz of the show even more. I felt like that was like super unique. He performed like songs like, Make Love in This Club. And, I was bobbing, dancing up in my little living room. I was like, okay, this is a vibe. I like it. And he did, also a song with, Alicia Keys. They have this whole, which I feel like is an iconic song, like My Boo. That song is gonna go down in history as like one of the like most amazing songs. So he performed it with her. Their performance was a little bit, sluttery, in a really good way. It wasn't them doing the most. Like he wasn't like grinding up on her, too much. It was like, grown folk type of performance. And I was here for it. I did see some comments online where some people had mentioned that, Alicia Keys was off for like the one note. I'm so sorry. Like her performance was off the chain for me. I don't care about the one note where she was off. I definitely did not notice it, but some people were talking about it online. But I felt like, okay. And I seen in the end, when they wrapped up their performance, Usher and Alicia Keys, like he gave her a little bit of a hug. I was like, okay, did you get permission from Swiss? Like, what is going on? I don't know if her husband is okay with this, Usher, but we know you're a ladies' man. But Usher certainly brought, the A game with his performance. In my particular opinion, I felt like it was like one of the best performances that, has ever been shown, during the halftime show. I felt like, whoever is going to come, to perform next year has to, sort of outperform Usher because this one was definitely for the books. He did, songs like, Make Love in This Club. And all I needed was my heels because I was in my living room and I was like, okay, yes, come on, let's go. And I don't know, like, and he did also songs like, Confessions and You Got It Bad. I was like, oh, yes, this brings back like, memories. Like, it brought me down to memory lane. And the crowd, was super, super hype as well. I felt like, one of the best things that Usher did is like incorporate Lil Jon in his performance. Lil Jon was turns up. I feel like more artists should work with Lil Jon, especially if they're doing like tour and that sort of thing. Like they should bring Lil Jon is like he's an OG and I feel like he's been in the game for such a long time and I feel like he still brings the energy, he still brings the vibes. I feel like more artists should bring him on tour to sort of, ramp up their show. And don't get it twisted, like Usher can perform by himself. He obviously did not need like these extra artists, but he chose to bring them to even make the show even more fun, spicy, and vibesy. I was like, okay, I felt all I had to do, guys, was just, put on some heels, put on an outfit, and I was ready. Like it felt like a club vibe. You know what I'm saying? And I'm happy that I actually decided I was gonna watch, the Super Bowl this year in particular. But the his last, and then he also brought on her as well. And did you see how she was behaving with the guitar? I was like, okay, boo, like this is the opportunity of a lifetime, and she did not waste that opportunity. I felt like she did really, really well. And we also got to see Jermaine Dupri as well. We got to see Ludacris, and I was like, okay, this is a good performance. Like all that was missing was, a little wine, but I was definitely vibing out, in my living room for sure. The Super Bowl, I felt like, it was okay. In terms of the game itself, a part that of it that I was a little bit disgusted is, a little bit before the halftime, like Travis Kelsey, who's like Swift's boyfriend, he sort of like bumped, like got upset with the coach and sort of like kind of, it looks kind of like he assaulted the coach. I was so disgusted about that. And I felt like, if you're losing, you should take losing with your chest. Like, why are you going out here in these streets, like assaulting the coach? Like, imagine what he does behind closed doors or behind, the locker room. I found that very, very unprofessional. And it's like your girlfriend is there. Like, how is that going to taint her image as well? Like, you can't behave yourself for a little bit. Like, come on now. Like, what if Taylor Swift gets him angry? Is that how he's gonna behave? I feel like even if they were to come back and win, I feel like this whole idea that he assaulted the coach, the win is not gonna be, as sweet, because you're gonna have this negative press that you assaulted your coach. Like, bro, like, calm your temper. But otherwise than that, guys, I love the halftime show. I felt like it could have been longer, but Usher, like, you did not come to play. Your performance was lit. And the outfit and the dancing, ooh, child. I was like, gosh, I gotta go to one of these shows that Usher has, because you're definitely getting your money's worth. But let me know in the comment section below, what do you guys think about, the Super Bowl? What did you think about the halftime performance? Did you like the artist that Usher brought in for his performance? What was your opinion of Travis his assault on the coach? Do you feel like it's passion, that's why he behaves like that, or do you feel like it was totally unacceptable what he did? And at this point, I feel like the 49ers are going to win. Like, they did not come to play, and they're bringing the energy, and that's just my opinion. But let me know, guys, what do you think? I would love to get a fun debate going. Let's get it. Thank you for tuning in to All Kinds of Advice podcast, and I'll catch y'all on the next episode. Take care. Ciao.